Okay, well, hey neighbors, welcome to the Shed Shop. In this edition of Warranties Honored, two good coils gone bad on a Stihl MS271 for neighbor Doc. Neighbor Doc has purchased this 271 from me, and he ran it for 8 hours one day, and the next time he went to start a saw, it would not start. And so he thought maybe he flooded it and took the spark plug out and noticed that the spark plug did not have excess gas on it, and so he tested the redneck way by holding the spark plug while it's plugged into the boot close to the saw and pulled cord, and said there was no spark. And so he went and bought a new spark plug, and he put the new spark plug to the test, and again there was no spark. So he came over, and whilst he was here, I installed a new coil OEM 271. Well, it was a used 271, but it was OEM. I say another is what I should say. And Doc and I chatted while I tinkered on a saw. We got a saw running, we tuned it in for him, and he went on his way. Well, about a week and a half later, I get a text. Doc says, "Hey neighbor, unfortunately, I have bad news for you. The MS271 has no spark again." So I entrusted my neighbor that he was right, because the first time he was right, and so he brought the saw back, and I said, "Neighbor, unfortunately this time you'll have to leave it here, because I have to find out why the coil is going bad, because I cannot afford, oh my goodness, I cannot afford to keep having $70 OEM coils burn out on me. I only have a couple left, and that means I'm robbing from my saws now." So I have ordered 2 China coils, and I have been trying with the voltage meter, or with the multimeter, to touch different terminals different ways, and I kind of get jumpy results all over the place, if I get any at all. Let me blow my nose, damn it. Let's give that a whirl. Sorry. So I was saying, let's see. Yeah, and I've put the China coil on, and I ran the saw in the dark. I don't see any spark jumping anywhere. So given that he ran the saw both times for about 8 hours, and then the next time it didn't start, I can't do 8 hours, no matter how much the saw is warranted. And I don't think it's my neighbor doing anything wrong, because all he's doing is cutting with the saw normal. You know, what could he possibly be doing wrong to cause the coil to go bad? Well, we've had, you guys have given thoughts, like I just mentioned. Well, no, because I had to start over. Ted Neitzel had mentioned in a comment, when I asked you guys for your advice and your thoughts on this situation, that maybe at some point either the flywheel or the coil had been changed, and if so, maybe the two with the change are not compatible. And I thought that's a good possibility. So I, went ahead and pursued that idea from Ted Neitzel. And I have 5 flywheels for the 271 in my shop, and all 5 are identical, have the identical part number right here on the back that ends in 1200B, and then all of my coils, are identical, and they all end in A. But you see how it's an A and a B, okay? Stihl oftentimes has like top ends and pistons that are A and B, and while the piston might be compatible and switchable between the others, Ted may be onto something, that the coil and flywheel might have to be an A and a B and a B. But I have not seen a B flywheel, because all the ones I have in my shop are A's. I'm sorry, B's. So I haven't seen an A flywheel. Dyslexia, damn it. And I haven't seen a B coil, because all of the coils in my shop end in A. And so I did notice one problem with our aftermarket is our bolt holes here are wider, and with the OEM, the coil cannot move up and down like this as you're trying to tighten it and set your air gap. On this one, it can, and I would say it can move about 30 thou. I don't know. I was curious. Doesn't that seem like that would change the timing? Okay, so I tried my best to just go ahead and center this coil. And I'm going to go cut until I can't cut no more, because I just had, I just got high, you guys. And so I'm a little messed up right now. I got real high. You want to know what I got high on? You said. What kind of drug? Well, it starts with an S, and it ends with an L. And it has TIH in between. Stihl MS400C chainsaw. Neighbors. Okay, here she is. Here's our redneck fix, okay? I have a video, a long-ass video of me doing a redneck fix on this, okay? Because our case was broken, as I've been telling you. And also, our tank was missing the nipple that goes into the AV annuller that we can't put in because the case has like a half a circle piece of it missing. Okay, so I've redneck ingenuity that. And that will mean that I can offer a neighbor potentially a better price on that saw. It has a crack in the chain brake handle. The original one was completely broken where it attaches to the parts, so it was only held on at the recoil. This chunk was broken right here, so it was not usable. This one was one I sold on eBay, and it had a small crack right here initially, and the guy sent me a picture where he had stretched this all out like this. And I know this chain brake handle wasn't broken like that, and he said I lied to him and I intentionally sold him bad part, this and that, blah, blah, blah. In the description, I have pictures of the crack, and I identified to him, or to whoever wanted to buy it, very clearly that it had a crack in it, that it went about 3/4 through, and so I had it listed for lowest. I put my price like $3 lower than the lowest one currently listed in the similar condition, and I put or best offer. He sent me an offer for $40. I accepted. Well, needless to say, eBay gave him his money back, and that money is basically comes out of my funds, and so I also lost the shipping money that I spent, and so not a big good deal, and that's jabbering that I don't need. I'm tired, you guys, so sorry. I was up all night trying to sleep, couldn't sleep, and so at 6:30 a.m. after laying in bed for 7.5 hours trying to sleep, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna get up and just start my day, and that's what I've done. At 6:30 in the morning, I started working on my van, and it's been a nightmare up until 2:30, and I was so frustrated and pissed off, I just had to work. I had to tinker on my 400C and redneck ingenuity and cut with it. And I like that saw, neighbors. So anyways, I was trying to say the chain brake handle, and I got sidetracked. This handle is also cracked, but I do have the MS271 handle. Looks like it fits this saw. It seems to be the same exact. It's got the spring in the same exact spot. It's got the little nipple down here, okay, right here. It's got the screws there and the screws under the tank in the same exact spot, and the same spring and AV annuller in the front. So I believe it's interchangeable. I haven't tried, but I cut with it, and I put chain brake on and off a bunch of times. Those parts don't bother me. Will they eventually break? Maybe. It depends on how much you use the saw. So I'm going to offer that saw with its redneck fix, with a broken chain brake handle, and with a broken wrap handle at a cheap as-is price. And I'm also going to offer, you can add the chain brake handle for the cost of a used chain brake handle, okay? Because, again, if I take parts off of other inventory, that means I can't build my saws and I can't sell them. So the buyer can pay the parts, and pick one or all. You can have the wrap handle replaced and the chain brake handle replaced. And damn it, I just see you guys. I blow my nose and it starts running again right away. I'm sorry, I don't mean to do this on camera, but it's so bad I can't freaking do nothing about it. Or the option where the case is broken, I redneck fixed it. You can get a case, a new tank, whatever. But by the time you would add all those parts, you're halfway to a brand new MS400C because they're crazy expensive. And for me, I'm like, I don't want to spend $250 on a clutch side crankcase half when I know I can redneck this. Plus, I don't want to spend over $200 on a tank as well because one little nipple's missing when I know I can redneck it. And to be honest, I run 271s a lot. I run 291s, not 291s, 311s and 391s, and they all have basically the identical anti-vibration setup, the suspension system, some of the saw builders call it. And for me, this AV mount from an 028, I can't remember if it's 026 or 028, and I screwed it into the tank with a screw from an 028 that would go there, and then I messed up, so the two screws down here are ugly. But they are in there very secure, and I ran that saw on camera for 15 minutes or so, and then cut with it for another hour. I've ran about a half a tank through it, and it's holding together real well. But I got to put like 20 hours on that saw before I'm comfortable selling it. So when I'm at like 10 or 15 hours, I'll probably go ahead and create a listing and put it up for sale. And then see what kind of bites we get, and then, you know, maybe I let it go as is at 15 hours if somebody wants it and throws me the right offer right away. that being said, this has been a way too damn long intro. I just wanted to tell you what we're doing with Doc's saw. And I have this mount on, and I'm trying different mounts that I bought out. So now we're going to go cut with this instead of the 400C, and on our Galaxy instead of our Moto G, and we're testing views. Now, when the footage isn't the greatest, I could just throw it away, you guys, but I want you to be on a journey with me as I learn this different stuff to give you better content, and so you can see and enjoy the experience and the trial and error that I'm going through, because it's for all of us to benefit. The better I do, the better you guys enjoy the channel, the better chance we have of getting this fun, awesome, unique, amazing channel where we support each other's burdens and we help each other through life and we lift each other up and everything else and just teach each other shit, okay? The better chance we have of more people coming in for that. So, I'm going to put you in the chest mount, neighbors, and we're going to go outside. And we're going to cut with Doc's saw for a little while and see what the hell happens. I like that Doc brought it with a full tank of fresh gas and a full tank of oil. Sometimes I want the saws to be empty, but when we're doing a coil and I don't have to do nothing with tanks or nothing, I'm glad the fluids are full because I don't have to spend that money to fill it up, okay? So, that being said, let's go ahead and hope this works out. I don't know how well your view is going to be because when I put you in here, I can't see until I watch it after. So, I'm going to flip. And also, neighbors, I am going to try working on saws with this mount as well, because I really think next time I have both phones charged properly, I'm going to turn both cameras on, okay, and we're going to give you the view that you normally have, but also I'm going to try this view out as well, and then you'll have both views on the screen at the same time, so long as I can learn how to do the split screen. I've never done it before, but I'm sure it's absolutely a possibility in my... I can see a little bit of what you can see. It's definitely... Let's see. Do we need to zoom you out, though, is the question. I think we do. Let's zoom you out. Okay. I think that will be a far better option there. Damn it, I forget what I was saying. In my editor, I'm sure there's an option to do a split screen with 2 camera views at once. I see other YouTubers doing it. And that doesn't necessarily mean their software is the same as mine, but I'm sure any reasonable editing software that you have to pay for allows you to do multiple camera angles. I know I can add a video below a video, but then they're going to show at the same time, and that wouldn't work because they're going to overlap each other, and that just wouldn't work. So we got to find a way to split it. I've been working down here. You know what? Let me get my damn screwdriver and scrunch so I don't do myself dirty and commit the cardinal sin. Oh, I did have a scrunch in my back pocket earlier. I'll be damned. I brought that 400C all the way up here just to tighten chain because I thought I forgot my scrunch, and it was in my back pocket the whole damn time, neighbors. And I just found it after all that work. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have, it's N Horton or H Horton on the comments has been talking about testing the damn coil with the damn multimeter, and I found a video of a guy teaching that before, but I've never been able to find it again, and I've looked for it multiple times. I found it like 6 months ago, and I can't find the damn video. So if any of you neighbors watching this, if you've made it through this long ass intro, have a link to a video of anybody testing a chainsaw coil or even like a weed eater, any 2-stroke coil with a voltage meter, multimeter, please send me the link either in the comments or email. If it won't let you do it in the comments, because sometimes they say that's spam and they don't allow it, but you can email me at smallengineredemption@gmail.com. smallengineredemption@gmail.com. Okay, so I still got lots of various wood to cut here. Some of it's dead, so it dulls chain fast, but basically, like I said, I just want to run this saw for, you know, as long as I can handle, kind of, or until I don't have no more to cut right here. And then tomorrow, see if it starts or if there's an issue with the coil. Okay, the China coils weren't exactly cheap, but I'd rather burn them up than burn up another OEM one. And that's the other thing, shit. It shouldn't run right there. That's on full choke, you guys. It shouldn't run right there.
shouldn't be running. Shouldn't be running at all. But I gotta figure out that's not right. That's not normal. Sorry, it's not. I'm gonna have to back pressure test this saw as well. So, but the good thing is I have a 271 built right now, and it's actually got a dual corded muffler. Okay. There's too much of vibration. I can't get the screw in. The reason I'm willing to run this before I back pressure test it, you guys, is because I do have another 271 built. If for some reason this saw blows up, that saw's for sale, but saw sales are low. And that one I used last year. I was getting 4 1/4 for my rebuilt 250s, and you guys might say that's crazy, but it's 75% of what a new one is retail here, okay? And mine are refurbished with warranty, and you're supporting, when people buy from me, you're supporting. Donate to not-for-profit rehabilitation facilities, okay? Because even though rehab isn't what got me sober, I know lots of people that rehab is what got them sober. I hate these 271 covers. Never want to line up. I cannot stand it. Yeah, this one's not fucking going in at all. I hate this shit. What the fuck, man? It's like I'm right on the thing and it doesn't want to go in. Let me try getting the front first here. See, I can't quite see what you guys can see because this thing's almost right against my chest. Okay, I think we got that one started. I think. Yeah, we did. Okay, so now we should be able to get this one. And then that should align the other one up to where we can get it. Let's see if it did. No, this one just doesn't want to go in. What is going on? God damn it, you guys. This is my fucking life, though. I'm trying so fucking hard just to work and do my job and make a fucking living. And I have to deal with tedious bullshit like this with everything I put my hands to. Fuck me, you guys. Seriously, this is bullshit. I mean, it's right fucking there. It's lined up. Everything is fucking lined up. I don't get it. I don't fucking get why this isn't going in. Yeah, it's not fucking going in, goddammit. I don't get it. It's not making sense, and it's fucking pissing me off because I deal with this little shit all fucking day long with everything I do, not just the chainsaws, you guys. Media, like my fucking editing software on my Galaxy, it's different now than it was before, and it's on my, see, the fucking screw's not going through. What the fuck? It's different, and I can't do like you guys see where I do the whole like video and subscribe, and then I leave that comment. Well, that option is not showing up on my Galaxy, which we're recording on right now, on my editing software, and it's like, that's bullshit. I have tried resetting everything. I've tried deleting and re-downloading the app, and it's impossible to get a hold of any customer support there. Okay, we finally got it. Okay, and so I can't fix it, but it's frustrating. It's like, why? You know, and then my computer will do silly shit all day long, and it's like you click somewhere, and it's like when I'm putting in info cards and stuff, and I click the time I want it to be, after I push enter, it changes the time on me, and I have to go back and change it back to what I wanted it to be, you know, and sometimes I have to do that 2 or 3 times, and it's like, what the hell, why does it change it as soon as I hit enter? I'm looking at the time I entered, and then you change it to something totally random that's not even close to the time I entered, you know, and it drives me nuts. It's not supposed to do that. Okay, let's try again. This saw is bothering me that it runs. It's every time I've started it today, it's starting on the first pull on full choke. Let's try and start it normal. That starts. Let it warm up for a second. Definitely out of tune. And I tuned this saw when he was here, so for that to be that far out of tune concerns me. Like, why is it that far out of tune? all the way out. I gotta remove these fucking restrictors. I hate them. Well, let's just cut for a bit and see what happens. Doc, I don't think you've sharpened the cane, have you, buddy? I gotta remove those restrictors for sure. A little more tuning. See if I can't get it a little bit better. It's not cutting like a 271 should, I can tell you that, but it seems probably dull. I don't know if he sharpened it at all or not. I thought we needed to clean out our high jet, but it didn't work. Doesn't seem like we're getting much change on our high. Back hurts so bad. Oh. Gotten a lot better now. I don't want to hear it about the safety, neighbors. It's my life and my choice, okay? If I don't want to wear chaps, if I want to cut little branches that can cause kickback, cause my chain to come off, all that garbage, get hit in the face, that's my choice, it's my life. I know about PPP, I can't afford some of it, and secondly, if I had most of it, I probably wouldn't use it. I don't care. When I'm cutting like that, I'm ready for kickback. You gotta understand what your saw might do and can do. This saw just doesn't settle down fast enough on the low end though. I'm telling you, I gotta remove the restrictor. Funny how the saw kicked back really hard right after I said all that. There's where everybody is at. Let's do a long cut. Just from the one side, damn it. I don't like it. What I'm trying to do is get my saw to start cutting right. That's why it's grabbing like that. Shouldn't have slowed down. I slowed down too early. Get myself in the ass on that one. That's okay. This is good. Fuck you. Wire over here. Yeah, I gotta be careful with that wire. It was on clear through here, so we gotta be careful here. That one better. Not better. Look at all the bugs. I'm still in her home. It's doing, I mean, it's all cut's good. You know, it's just, why is the, ow, shit. Thorns. Didn't notice that thorns in it. Damn, that hurt. Should have had gloves. See, now y'all can tell me. You should have had gloves on. You should be paying attention and have PPE. Personal protective equipment. That's alright. I'm a man. I'm a real boy. My dad used to call me a bitch for wearing gloves. He said only pussies wear gloves. Real men don't wear gloves. I'm like, well, Dad, you know, what if you don't want to get grease all over your hands and have to deal with washing them later? Or have your wife bitch at you because you touched everything in the house with greasy hands. Thorns up there, too. Look. Dog does not idle down good enough. I don't like it. It takes forever to come back down to the idle. Look at all that wire. everywhere. Okay? So, this will be probably our last big one. There we are, neighbors. Yeah, fell on the fence too, of course. Yeah, I'm pretty much pooped. I'm spent. I can't take no more today, you guys. And just like my bathroom project put me in bed for almost 3 full days. Next few days will be probably just doing gentle stuff. That's the challenge too. I have to do all this work for free right now because my neighbor says he ran his saw 8 hours and his coil stopped working, and he brought me a saw with no spark, and then we put another coil on it, and my neighbor said he ran his saw for 8 hours, and then a few days later his saw wouldn't start and he had no spark again. He brought me a saw with no spark. His saw is warranted. This is what I have to do. So when you want to come at me, neighbors, for charging $625 for an MS390 with a brand new Meteor top end, and then this year I'm selling them for $500 and people still want to say I'm overcharging. When you want to come at me for my $750 044, go buy you a used saw and take a chance. If you're a gambler, go buy a used saw. You wouldn't believe how many people come to me, find my information, say, I actually saw your ad, but I found this saw a little cheaper. And then they want to know how much it costs to fix it because they started it and it ran. But then when they got home, it either started acting up or wouldn't cut, etc., etc. So this is what I go through for my customers that buy my chit. Okay? You're covered. If something goes wrong and I can't irrefutably prove you did something wrong, you're covered. Now, granted, this neighbor doesn't know a bunch about carburetor tuning. However, the saw has restrictors on it, and I tuned it for him. And whilst the weather has been drastically changing, these 271s, in my opinion, at least from my experience, you guys are dirty. Wow, 45 minutes almost. From my experience, these things don't need much adjustment. They might run a little more rich, but his spark plug doesn't have enough hours. But it's turning. It's starting to turn the color it's supposed to be. A nice light tan brown. Nice and light. Okay? So, I mean, it seems to me that it was tuned in close. Okay, so this is after I spent an hour messing around with coils and everything else. I've already replaced one coil for him, so it's not just all this time, you guys. I've lost money. Okay, so that saw I sold him for $375 that I normally sell for $320. Actually, I think I sold his for $350. I'd have to look. That I normally sell for $425. Okay, I've now lost. I think these coils are like 40, somewhere between 40 and 70. I know that's a big range, but I can't remember for the OEM 271 coils. I've now lost 2. Okay, now I'm going to lose a third. Or I'm going to leave a China coil on there. But that China coil was another $22. Okay. So you have to take all that off of the price of the saw. And then you put in the money and the time into the saw when I built it. I'm probably down $400 or $500 on this saw. But this doesn't happen with every saw I build. Yes, saws come back on warranty sometimes. And a lot of times it's something really simple to fix. Okay. And, you know, I should be more stricter on my warranties. It says very blatantly, if you don't know how to tune a carburetor and something goes wrong and it was air fuel mixture, you're not covered, you know. But I have a hard time doing that because I just want people to be happy and I want them to feel like their money is well spent with me. My water jug is actually in the shop. So that's about it. Neighbor Doc, if you see this, I'll send you the link, neighbor. Hope the Husqvarna 450 is treating you right. And that's the other thing. When my neighbors have a saw they bought from me, and it's their only saw they own, or it's the only saw they own in the size they need to do the certain jobs, I typically try to loan them a saw as well if they desire. Most people don't accept a loaner. They say they don't need it, they'll be fine. But there has been 2 or 3 occasions where my neighbor has said, yes, that would be amazing if you could loan me a saw. And so Doc has my Husqvarna 450. And so now I can't sell that if somebody comes around and wants to give me my $300 I'm requesting for that saw, okay? For an 18-inch Husqvarna 450. That's been fully serviced, not fully rebuilt. $300, 30-day warranty. And that's the other thing. Now that saw is getting hours on it and everything else. And now when that saw comes back, I have to reservice it, okay? In order to be able to get my $300, I'm going to have loss of chain life on the saw, wear on the bar, you know what I mean? And so, this is why my prices are what they are, neighbors. So, buy my chip. Seriously. If you want a chainsaw, buy my chip. If you're on a low income, disability, something like that, talk to me. Buy my chip. I'll give you a payment plan if I feel like I can trust you. If you're a regular subscriber to this channel and have been here for a while, buy my chip. Okay? Because if you've been here for a while, I'm definitely more likely to give you a payment plan. And you have your saw while you pay. Okay? And sometimes I get burnt doing that. Of course I do. But, you know, I say all these things as I think about how far in debt I am. But when it all washes out at the end of the day, it's not about whether I'm up or down financially. It's about whether I'm up or down emotionally and how I feel about myself. Do I feel good about myself? Do I feel I did my neighbors right? Do I feel I did a good job? Do I feel I did right making people's lives better and easier, even if it made my life harder? And if the answer to all those is yes, well, then I've done something right. And it doesn't matter if I failed and die with $100,000 in debt. Oh well, the big corporations just won't get their money. It's like pennies to them. So anyways, neighbors, I'm so tired. I just realized I didn't even drink my water. Chet. Adam Hayes! God damn it. Adam Hayes messes with me and says, how dare me drink water shirtless off screen. Since it's late in the video and almost nobody's here. Adam Hayes, I'll send you this link too. Here's your shirtless water drinking neighbor. There's my son. There's my son. There's my monkey and my scorpion for now. Until next time, neighbors, be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. My battle is I can't hold my phone out anymore. My back is dying. I need to go sit in my shower. Yes, I have a handicapped shower set up because I need to hold rails and I need to sit down to wash my body and stuff. You see me doing this stuff, but it takes forcing my body to do it. And then I suffer for days and days and days. So, hashtag persevere though. I love all you neighbors, even though I really fucking suck at it. Till next time.